When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm a little bit Italian. So, welcome, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between, to the third episode this week. And if I'm correct, it's about, you should be seeing this video pop up around 8 in the morning. Yeah, sorry about the previous two episodes being up at 4 in the morning and 6 in the morning, but, I'm doing 8 or 9. I don't know if I'm going to get the 9th video up before, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it and have it, up on Sunday at noon, but, we're going to see. But, welcome back to our experiments into making the best possible warship combinations for each nation. Because I'm tired of steamrolling the AI and I want to give them an actual fighting chance. So, we're making a mixture of different capabilities. Steam turbines will be fine. We're going to go with, Crop 4 is nice. We're going to give them depth charges 1. Anything smaller than a heavy cruiser, well, basically, heavy cruiser and down, I always add depth charges to. Just so they have some anti-submarine capability. Because submarines are annoying and I hate dealing with them. And just mount this over here. Okay, I technically can just mount this over here, but, if I do that, then I'm gonna have stupid fucking... Go with the advanced funnel, and let's put as many of these on the center line as I can. I have somehow already maxed out my displacement. How the fuck did I already do that? Let's go 35 knots. 35.5 knots. And leave that as that. How do I still not have, Alright, well, you're getting 4... Okay, what's the smallest tower I can get back here? I mean, that'll work, but I don't want that. No, it doesn't work. Put that there, but I can't put one there. Alright, well, that's good enough. Actually, I might be able to fit a small one. Yep, okay, so I can fit 2 like that, and then... that gives me a smaller, cross-section. Okay, centerline guns. I'm gonna go with a 999. Because 9-inch guns are the max you need in order to get an effective armament on a cruiser, especially if we go down to the bottom and, get that plus 10 range. So now those, plus 10 range and cap ballistics, nose fuse, blend it all. Yeah, do I want a coincidence? Yeah, I want stereoscopic. Stereoscopics are, the best, I find. Alright, that's good. What's our range? 26.3 kilometer range and 34 inches of armor piercing. This will kill basically anything it comes across. Now, let's put the last of this into anti-flooding. Let's base that out. Let's max out that. And let's put a bunch of Quad 2s all over this thing. Because, anti-aircraft go berk. bunch of anti-aircraft guns just for, you know, the sake of having anti-aircraft guns. Can I mount that there? There we go, just a little bit more. Yeah, that cuts off that rear gun's firing arcs, but it's effective. 12 9-inch guns, a bunch of 2s. Actually, I'm going to replace these 2s with 5s, because, you know... Yeah, it's not that effective, but this is more or less like an anti-aircraft cruiser. Like, it's small, it's cheap, it's effective, and it's going to give the Italians a much-needed, you know, breathing room. Now it has a good cruiser that they can rely on. A good cheap cruiser for them to rely on that's capable of taking on submarines and basically anything they really need. Sure, it's not good at hunting destroyers, but it can kill a destroyer with minimal difficulty. Let's go to armor and let's balance this out. Oh, that's maxed out armor, huh? Can I? Can I? No, Citadel's too heavy. Nah, Parvet's just slightly too heavy. Nope, that's way too heavy. There we go, we're perfectly balanced. I don't often get perfect balance and perfect displacement. Actually, I'm going to set that to 2 inches because I want to have some adjustability for, like, you know, tonnage math. Just enough that if, like, the Italians have something like if the weight of the turrets is different, they've got, you know, some room to play with the turret math. But still, being able to reach out to 26.3 kilometers and being able to punch through a maximum of 34.1 inches, that's an impressive battle cruiser. Like, that's an impressive heavy cruiser. Like, this is a cheap-ass heavy cruiser that will get the job done. Like, it's a cheap, effective, heavy cruiser that will get the job done. Now we're gonna do some fun things with the modern heavy cruiser hull. Well, the modern heavy cruiser 1. Oh. Let's see, what are we looking at? Oh, that's what we're looking at. What's your max? 15,000. Your max is... Now, let's just max this out at 12,000. That is not what I meant to type. Now, you are 35.5. Can I get away with 36 knots? I can get away with 36 knots. Okay, 36 knots. That's good enough. We'll keep the range as is, just in case. Crypt 5, turbines 2, go semi-oils, anti-flooding 2, torpedo belts. Let's go with Mark II depth charges, just just for the sake of having them. That does not fit on this hull at all. So let's increase the beam to 5. Fix tonnage. Let's see. Does this fit? It does fit. Alright. What do we got for secondary towers? That's what we got for secondary. Got it. I am going to go with an induced boiler to, improve. Because we only get, like, 1 boiler with this design, so we're gonna max out our capability with said boiler. Okay, so what do we want? Let's screw a triple 10s. Because then that will be able to crack through basically anything. I mean, already it's like... Let's give you 10% increase of barrel length. What does that do? 24.9 kilometer range, and that's with semi-armor cruising shells. So let's go armor ballistic 1s and no speed. What does this look like now? 30 kilometer range with a 10-inch gun. Periscopic hydro runs, and let's... Okay, now we need to get a secondary armament. Put a quad 5 on this thing. I cannot put a quad 5. Can I put a triple 5 on this? No. Can I get a quad 4 on that? I can get a quad 4 on that. Now we're going to pad everything out with quad 2s if I can fit them. Go. Decent firepower, decent range. Now let's fix the armor situation so that it makes sense. You know what, this is good enough for a heavy cruiser. It's got a better depth charge, it's got better sonar. Same rangefinder, but that's good enough. Give her a veteran crew just for the sake of it. But this is basically a better ship from what I built before. Smaller citadel, more balanced hull. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Decent anti-aircraft fire. Actually, can I mount any more of these? Mount some more anti-aircraft fire. There we go. Good enough for me. Decent firepower, good range and all that. Again, 30-kilometer range with a 10-inch gun. That's not bad. And yeah, it's actually, how much more expensive than that is this? Okay, so it's like double the cost, but it's a more effective ship. So yeah, we can save the Regina. Or the... Yeah, that's Regina. Tyrannus Regina. And now we're going to go all out with a heavy cruiser. So what does the modern heavy cruiser hull look like? Ooh. At that middle section. I don't like that middle section. 37 knots, that's good. Turbines 2. Oil. Prep 5. Flooding 3. Speed 2. We're gonna go with a minimal tower because I don't want like a really big ass tower. You know what? That's fine. I can live with this tower. Actually, you know what? This is going to give us a very long hull, or a very long, yeah, I can't fit the thick funnel 3, but I can fit the thick funnel 2. Not there. There we go. 4 spoilers to guarantee everything. Max that out, and we should be fine. Okay, what guns should we go with? Well, let's max out our firepower. Is 12, 11-inch guns overkill? Definitely. Is it going to be effective? Fuck yes. I mean, 15-kilometer range with these, it's going to look like 35.2 kilometer range. Oh, wait. Ballistic cap, nose view shells, and ratio. Best rangefinder. Fine with a good sonar. So depth charge is 3. What's our range? 42-kilometer range. That is a deadly... That is a capital ship killer. What's our max armor piercing? Yeah, this thing can kill a capital ship. Like, this thing is not designed to hunt down a... Okay, those fit, and these fit. These can fit. No, they cannot fit. Okay, let's go 555s then. Nope, 555s just don't fit on this hull. Fit at all. Can I get them to fit anywhere? No, they're too big. Crap. Can't put 5-inch guns on this hull. I can put a bunch of quad 4s on this thing, though. And that is important. And then we're just going to fill out the rest with quad 2s. Does that fit? No, it does not. Those don't fit at all. These fit at all? No, those don't fit, but those fit there, so we're going to put those there. good anti-aircraft screen, decent anti-cruiser guns. I'm going to put the rest of my displacement into better auto-load, or better gun loading mechanism. Because gun loading mechanisms is important for something like this, and plus, you know, just maximum power! Because these guys will fire these will fire 10 times a minute. Holy crap. These guys will fire 18 times a minute, almost 20. Jesus Christ. 16 times a minute. And these will fire 25 times a minute. These things will fire fast, and that's basically the goal. Fast-firing shells. I'm also going to give this the best TNT possible. Okay, somewhere in this, it balanced out perfectly. That's good enough for a little bit of play of turret weight. That's good. Mark III depth charges. Yeah, this is a very nice design for this ship. Yeah, it's almost $1 billion, but this thing can hunt down battleships. This thing could kill, like you give similar tonnage in battleships, like here's the like 2 of these can hunt down one of the standard battleships and kill it. So the cost offsets the capabilities offset the cost and make it worth it for hunting battleships. So it's, you know, you got your cheap but effective. This thing can kill basically anything it comes across. Anything this cannot outrun, it can outgun. It can kill anything it cannot outrun. And it can outrun anything it cannot straight up kill in a basic fight. However, same tonnage, same cost. For battleships, this thing can kill a battleship. It's not going to be easy, it's going to take a while, but a pack of these with similar price tag or similar displacement could kill a battleship. This is more optimized for hunting. Like, this will hold its own against battle cruisers, against any other heavy cruiser, any other battle cruiser it'll hold its own against, and it's more likely to survive an engagement with a battleship. This guy is more optimized for hunting battleships. And yeah, it's a pricey vessel, but you know, if you have the technology and if you have the tonnage, the technology, and the ability to make this thing, I don't see any reasons why you wouldn't have a handful of these in your fleet. Like, you have the tonnage, the math will work out, you will be fine. This should give the Italians one hell of a fighting chance without my interference, because, well, I have an Italian campaign I'm running, and I've basically done the Pax Romana. But, you know, maybe I'll show that off. Actually, I'm pretty sure I already did show the Pax Romana video. But, anyways, this is the Ghost, signing off.